Innovative.
Good, everybody. Now tuned into the Prohustle Zone with Moan, where we talk about all things pro hustle, and it's all about mastering your craft and monetizing the skills. This show is sponsored by Innovative Culture, so y'all tap in with Innovative Culture up on YouTube and on Instagram. Today we got a guest. I'm gonna let my boy introduce himself.
What's happening, y'all? I am the best, tallest, light-skinnedest comedian that you'll ever meet in the world. Been representing Bellflower for a long time. Along with a lot of my Bellflower homies, only a few. Like, I got nicknames and names all over the world. Y'all might know me as Mustard. I've been called Pat Poose before. The light-skinned man. Hey, mommy, there's a white man at the door. But most of all, a lot of people know me as Foolish D with a PH and an underscore in the middle, baby. Yeah.
Most def. That's where they could find you at, right up on Instagram, right?
Yeah, under Foolish D, definitely. Not even just on Instagram, but anywhere. Like YouTube, Snapchat, anywhere, man. Just Google it. I tell everybody, man, just type me in Google. Just don't go to one place. Just Google me, man. Google me. Yeah, Google me, man. I'm popping up everywhere, man.
Real quick, D, first time here. You know what I mean? Let the people know what you do. What exactly is your pro hustle? What you do? How you got started?
All right. So what I do is, for a lot of y'all, I know at this point, a lot of people that's tapping in right now just wondering, man, who is this ignorant dude, man? He a professional idiot right there. But yeah, man, that's basically what I am, man. Like the neighborhood idiot that just went pro with the game.
I like that, professional idiot though. That's smart.
No, everybody got the token black guy, the neighborhood black man, but I'm just the neighborhood idiot that come around and make you laugh and shit and just be like, that fool really deserve a show, and I'm just trying to show the world that I deserve I deserve a spot out here. So
you're funny enough to hold it down, is what
man. I'm a man of all trades, and basically how I got into this is a lot of people was just telling me like, yo, you need to get into comedy. You a funny dude. You just have it. Your stories is awesome. You got what it takes to be the comedian, man, to be the funniest man in the world. Yo, no, that's all good, bro. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all about jokes. All about, like, my thing is just making people laugh. If I can make somebody laugh and get paid for it, then I mean, shit, like, it's an even trade. It's everybody go home happy. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. No, and especially because I don't like having like people mugging around me all the time. You know, especially when I'm around gangsters and thugs, and I know when you in the streets, in the streets you got to be all frowns and like whatever, and just trying to look out for the clowns. But when I come through, it ain't gonna be none of that, man. We chilling, having a good time. Somebody spark that blunt. Somebody get me a beer, and we about to get it live in here.
Most def. My bad, everybody. I had to step in, and when D was talking real quick, hit him with that Sinbad joke. He give me Sinbad vibes just a little bit. You feel me? Like he could be his little brother. You feel me? I gotta match my guests when my guests come on. When my guests come on, I gotta match their vibes and their energy. You feel me? He said he a comedian, so I gotta keep it a little funny. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me
definitely.
Who would be your influences? You feel what I'm saying as far as in the comedy world? Because there's plenty of different styles. You feel what I'm saying?
That's true.
How old are you?
Shit, I'm 36, bro. About to be 37 in a few months.
So I had to ask you that because your influences were playing a role in, I believe, when you grew up. You feel what I'm saying? So you definitely about 5 or 4, 6, 7 years older than me. So who your influences?
I'm gonna be real with you. Like right now, being in the comedy world, I'm influenced to keep going by all the other comedians that I come across. Because, I mean, there's a lot of funny people out there. Like, it was one point where when I first jumped into this, I thought I was the funniest person in the world. Like, I'm killing everything. And I went to a couple of open mics, and it's certified in the brain. Nah, it was too easy. It was way too easy. But then I realized a lot of these open mics is just for people to practice. They ain't trying to take it serious. When you get into like a real show, that's when it's game time. That's when the real game face come on.
Like that Madison Square Garden, Kevin Hart. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Like it ain't
laughing.
it ain't no more for show playing and just looking at your phone, reading off jokes, reading jokes off and just bullshit. No, it's like
rehearsal.
This is what all that rehearsal and them open mic nights is for. It's for this right here. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get out here and start headhunting, killing for jokes, killing for laughs. That's what it is. It's a comedian. The comedian's game is to make people laugh. And the biggest thing is if I can get somebody to follow you, to start following me, man, that means I'm funnier than you. It's a thing. It's a thing amongst all comedians. But like the people that inspired me was like growing up, I used to listen to a lot of Richard Pryor stuff.
I knew you was gonna say that for some reason.
But I'm gonna be real with you. What the biggest influence is my dad. No. My dad was the funniest motherfucker in the world. And
shout out to D Pops. Shout out to D Pops, real, because most people, I don't mean to cut you off. Most people don't never really look up to their parents in that type of aspect, if you get what I'm saying. And then their parents kind of influence them on what they do. Like the parents do, but we don't never really.
You know,
give them that credit.
And you know what? And I'm gonna tell you this: the reason why I'm giving my dad the credit is because it was one time before my dad died, he was in a VA hospital, and I went to my grandma's like 95th birthday or some shit like that, and some old lady came up to me and was like, "You know what? You look like a younger version of a man I know." Well, and just for kicks and giggles, I said, "Oh yeah, who?" Just trying to be a smart ass, like, "Oh yeah, who are you talking about?" She's like, "This man named Derek Henson," with a straight face, like my face, like I had a smirk on my face. It just fell. I was like, that's my dad. That's my dad.
What's the light? It's the freckles and stuff?
Nah, man. My dad don't have no freckles. My dad look like a white man. But like I do look like him. Like he looked like he looked like clear like your shirt. My dad is as white as your shirt. No lie.
But he black?
Yeah, he black. He got black features.
You said he's just a little pale. That's all. Just a little on the lighter side.
My dad is like half black, half German. So he has the German paleness.
Okay.
So and still to this day, like people would stop and tell me, even that day when that lady told me this, she told me, and my mom told me, everybody that knew my dad told me, like, man, your dad was crazy. He was one of the funniest people on the planet. And my mom told me it was one day your dad met Eddie Murphy, and like he didn't meet him like, "Oh, hey, Eddie Murphy, like nice to meet you." No. My dad walked up to Eddie Murphy and said, "Yeah, my name is Derek Henson, and I'm funnier than you." And then shook the man's hand and walked away. Like real shit. Like you guys, I mean,
big balls,
I'm taking everybody. Yeah, real shit. No, real shit. But that's how my dad was. My dad was like hella rude, but it would be so funny and shit that motherfuckers would like laugh and wouldn't
really take to it. That's how comedy is, though. Comedy has its points where it's disrespectful, it's rude. You know, it can hurt your feelings. But I guess it's the delivery. And I guess the angle in which whether you comparing or storytelling, how you at least get it out, which makes it a lighthearted situation, I guess. I mean,
yes, that is true. But like the kind of comedy that I'm reaching for, it was like what my dad was on was like, I don't give a fuck. You gonna laugh? You either gonna laugh or you not. Whatever. I don't give a fuck either way.
That might be funny to me though, because my sense of humor, I find a lot of shit funny. And don't get me wrong, like you mentioned comedy, I thought about doing shit like that before, but I said, man, you got to really be consistent with them jokes. You know what I mean? And then the storytelling. Yeah. You got to get comfortable being in front of people. And then what's so funny is I said, damn, everything I think is funny.
Right.
A lot of motherfuckers don't think. Hey. Some people do think it's funny. Then some things to the core might be like, man, that's not that funny.
No.
But to me, it's like, fuck you. It's funny to me.
No, it's real shit. And the only way you know is if you get out there and really like get out there in the open mics and really push it. Because it was like between me and you, we're men. We don't find nothing funny in a woman's monthly cycle. There's nothing funny about it. As men, there's nothing funny about it. I can't even come up with a joke. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. And I'm not gonna say I tried, but
and it had to probably do with me getting some and she on her, you know, on a cycle, and it's gonna have to be a story in between, something like that.
But I'm talking about as a joke that where like both men and women is gonna get it and kind of laugh. Like as me and you, we're gonna tell jokes that like that's gonna mainly pretend to a man's version of what he's gonna see.
Most
And with that being said, like I seen a comedian. It's a Indian female, or I don't know what race she is. Her shout out to the homegirl Ish. You still my girl.
I don't know what race she is.
Yeah, I ain't trying. My homegirl Ish. You my lawyer, my favorite comedian, female comedian so far. So keep doing your thing. But I've heard this female tell like a whole 5-minute jokes about fucking being on the rag, and the shit was so funny. She had both men and female like kind of crying, laughing, like, damn, that I didn't really realize that, but that's pretty funny. Like, damn, bitch, you really funny. You a funny motherfucker.
It's a funny female comedians out there for sure.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of funny, and I didn't even realize that until I jumped into this comedy shit and just started like just really like not only doing open mic, because I did open mics straight for 1 year, like 3-4 times a week for 1 year straight before I even got my chance to go out and do shows like how I am now. So with this year starting up, I have came across more comedians. Another lady named Carol, I believe Carol Newhall. Shout outs to Carol. Carol, you know who you are. You know I know you. We know that I'm talking about you. So shout outs to you. She is a funny female comedian and also one that works hard. This comedian game is not, and what a lot of people tell me, it's like really 90%. Getting like trying to meet people, getting your name out there, and like 10% actual skill. It's more networking than it is skills. And you can see it with a lot of these.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I know what you're talking about, because I think who was that? Mike Epps was talking about that. About no disrespect. I ain't trying to disrespect nobody. Put attention to nobody. But he was talking about that. I think with Kevin Hart and a couple of other comedians, how they was kind of like just beefing. He was calling him a gatekeeper. But to get back to the topic, I thought about. No lie, when I thought about doing a comedy, I said, man, I don't know if I could do that stand-up. But, a form of comedy I really think I could possibly do, wilding out. Just a little bit, because wilding out, my type of comedy and jokes is really just off the dome, and we just shooting on each other. You feel what I'm saying? And we going ham. I'm not trying like not to be just, basically stuff like that. You know what I mean?
They have those. There's those. There was one like a couple of weeks ago. One dude that I roll with a lot, or I fucks with a lot, no homo, pause, whatever the fuck these young niggas are saying nowadays. My nigga Ryan Comedy. Shout outs Ryan _comedy Instagram. Holla at that guy. He hosted a roast battle and stuff, and I should have went. And I hope he does another one. But I've been hearing a few of those popping up more and more now, roast battles and stuff. But as far as what you talking about, yeah. But as far as that Nick Cannon thing, that's like 3 different forms of comedy right there. That's like stand up, improv, and roast battle. You know what I'm saying? So that's something like that, man. That means you more than ready. That means you more ready than what you think you are, bro. For real, I've never done improv. I'm scared of that. I want to try it, but I'm scared of that.
Something like that. I feel like I could go off the top of my head, but telling a joke, I don't know if everybody go, you know what I mean?
Bro.
Go think the story I'm telling is quite funny. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it might be funny to some people, then some people it's kind of like, nah, that was ass. And it'd be like, it's going to make me look like, oh, yeah, y'all don't like that one? Well, fuck y'all. You know what I mean? That's going to be the funny part, too, within it. Like my man on Comic View. Right. I'm going to take it personal. Y'all ain't laughing? Fuck y'all. Let me see if y'all think about this one. Well, you know what I mean? I definitely would do something like that if I did do stand-up. No lie.
I mean, you got to think of it like this, too, though. As a comedian, you have to realize one golden rule. You're not going to make everybody laugh with every single joke. You know what I'm saying? One joke that might be funny to one person, you know what I'm saying, ain't gonna be funny to the next. Yeah. So it's all about just, all right, keep pushing till you hit a joke that's gonna make everybody laugh, or until you get that person to giggle, and then, keep going. Because I've seen shows where I've been in shows, where I've had people sitting there like not laughing, and in my head it's like, all right, I'm now on you now. Now I'm about to portray jokes that's gonna make you laugh.
Like DC Young Fly, he kind of do that real quick up on the 85 South show. Get up on, because he don't really do, when you watch the 85 South show. No jokes. You know what I mean? DC, right? He don't do no stand up jokes. He really be on the crowd like, I'm about to get on your little ugly ass. You know what I mean? And then they'll be like, this nigga's funny. So he, I definitely know what you mean. How long?
He's a roast battle comedian. Like,
definitely.
Yeah.
How long you been doing this?
This is honestly my second year. Going in my second year. Let's see what month we in. We about to hit
April, I think May.
March,
April, May.
May, yeah, we in May. All right, so I started last year. I started last year in February, bro. So from February to like January, I did nothing but open mics, and my first main show came in February. Matter of fact,
you got booed so far?
No, I haven't got booed, thank God. But there was one open mic that I hit, and I got a few chuckles in a spread of 2 minutes, and then it
got quiet.
3 minutes of this.
That's what I thought. It got quiet. You were trying to hold their attention.
I was trying to, but I couldn't do it.
What kind of? See, I noticed too. For me, if I was to do that, I notice a lot of comedians sometimes. Like I don't watch Michael Blackson, Martin, and certain Mike Epps. A couple of comedians use the same material for different shows.
Oh yeah, you got to just to because
I mean over a 5-year span. Like I watched Michael Blackson do the one with Godzilla. He crushed me buildings and talking about Bone Crusher and you know what I mean.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I even myself over the year because I never repeated a whole set twice. I may have repeated 1 or 2 jokes. Just if I run out of shit, I'll go to whatever joke I could remember offhand, and I know I have some like offhand that like if shit get quiet, I got something that's gonna get a quick chuckle, and then I'm gonna build off of that. So I do have I never repeated one, but what a lot of comedians do is repeat jokes because like it ties in what you were saying earlier. If it don't make everybody laugh and it still might be funny to you, it just means that you're gonna have to tell it different. You're gonna have to rewind it, rework the joke, reword the joke, and then spit it back out there like, all right, this is how I'm gonna tell it, and then you're gonna try to get another outcome.
I see a lot of rappers do that.
Oh yeah, rappers do that shit, like especially Mystical. I'm not gonna really say Mystical because he just repeated he would repeat every verse from the hottest song on a freestyle real quick.
But that's what I was just about to get to, because I watch a couple of rappers that I didn't know that they do that I thought was good, very good lyrically, that I think that possibly could come up with a dope minute freestyle up on Funk Flex or Sway in the morning, right. And then listen and be like, wow, and listen like, okay, you hear him, and then all of a sudden you hear the mixtape or the album coming out later, like, this nigga was doing, that's the song that this nigga was doing up on, or at least piece of it.
Pieces of
Rest
it.
in peace, Nip. I watched Nip do that. I'm a big fan of Nip, you know what I mean? But he did freestyle a little part up on Sway in the morning, you know what I mean? But what's a good joke? What's a good joke you got right now? My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, you good.
I want the people to get it, get a good joke of you real quick.
All right, so I got one main joke that I tell everybody, because a lot of people will say, oh, when I tell people, yeah, I'm a comedian, they're like, oh, tell me a joke. And I see why a lot of comedians don't like that shit, just because, it's like freestyling, number one, but number two, like, to tell a joke like to just 1 or 2 people is kind of hard, because you may not even get a laugh, and it makes the whole fucking
joke seem boo boo.
No, it just makes the moment awkward, and now you just sitting in an awkward moment, like, you only getting 1 joke out of me, fuck the rest. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I got a joke. This was really happened. So I got a half Puerto Rican cousin that live in New Jersey, and when COVID-19 broke out last year, he wanted to be aware. He wanted to be caught, see what was going on. So he went and got tested. So a couple of weeks go by, he get a letter in the mail, bust that bitch open and shit. He's excited as hell. Young 17-year-old cat, you don't get mail when you're young. So he excited, dancing around the room like, yeah, I got my results. I'm cool. I'm fine. I'm feeling good. The whole 9. So he get to reading it and stuff, and from what he reads, you tested positive for COVID-19. So he is hurt. Instantly starts crying, goes to his mom and dad and stuff, tell them what happened. So his dad hop up and says, hey, mijo, it's going to be okay. I'm going to go to the liquor store. I'm going to go get us some beers, mijo, and we're going to drink. It's going to be okay, all right? So he takes off fast as fuck, like on some, I'm about to go get some milk shit and, get out of here. So his mom hop up and says, hey, mijo, it's okay. I'm going to cook for us. I'm going to make you feel good. I'm going to feel your tummy. I'm going to make you feel good. We're going to talk about it. It's going to be okay. But hey, mom, but y'all, I got to go somewhere. I can't be around. Y'all want to get you sick. People are dying. I'm like, hey, just go lay down and chill. So he go lay down and stuff, and she get the cooking and clean. While she's cooking, she get the cleaning too. So halfway through cleaning, she finds the letter, and she picks it up and reads it and shit. And she go right at the same time as she's about to go run in the door, Pops come home and shit. And she tells him what happened. So they both go in that room and they say, hey, mijo, you fucked up. And the Pop says, yeah, you fucked up. Mijo says, hey, what happened? Mom says, this letter says you tested positive for cocaine on the 19th. Pops was mad. No, real shit. Pops got mad because he was like, pinche pendejo, you not even sharing. Like, the fuck? I thought you better than these.
You're stupid.
Got his ass thrown out that same night.
No, that was pretty good because I even like how that's the thing about comedy. When you're telling the storytelling, you got to do the voices.
The voices, yeah.
You feel me?
It. And I've told that joke like in 7 different ways. And that way, the way that I just told you gets the most laughs.
Nah, because when you're doing the voice, it's kind of like, this nigga on point.
I mean,
you know what I mean? He doing it. Hey, man, you fucked up. Yeah, you on point when you do that. I be hitting a lot of his fans with that.
And originally, when I did that joke, it would ended with like, I think I did it with, it was one day, matter of fact, it was one day when it was around the, like halfway through the year, I came around like really tooting my horn and shit in front of the homie Cool Ass Cam. Shout outs to Cool Ass Cam, by the way, man. The best fucking engineer in the world.
Producer, Dr. Dre on this motherfucker.
Editor, engineer, all that, man. He does his thing, man. But it was one day he set me up right here, and had me do a stand up. Man, I went on for 30 minutes straight with nothing written, just went 30 minutes. And I told that joke, and I ended that joke with the way I know what happened was because I was on the iPad and the motherfucker shut off. Like we was FaceTiming each other, and so like right when the ass whooping started, it shut off. Yeah. And I mean, that was funny too. But like I said, like getting the dad to come back and say, hey, you fucked up. Why you didn't share? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know.
That's how they sound too, no lie.
You know what I'm saying? Real quick. Especially when they mad. You fucked up. Really fucked up, Holmes.
What other impersonations you got?
Shit,
I
man.
fuck with impersonations.
All right, so the best one I got is the one that I mean, I could do a few.
Let me get some.
But my best one is all right. So my best one, y'all gotta tune into his show. Like this ain't like no, you know. After y'all watching this, my man's show right here, you gotta tune in to That's Rodney. Okay.
Rodney funny.
He
definitely go be on the show. Rodney go be on the show.
Oh my God. All right.
Raw comedy.
No, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I'm gonna tell you a story. I got a story with him, and matter of fact, I'm about to use it in my next show. It was one night for New Year's. Cam's brother Rodney, TB was with us. I know somebody else was with us, but we all go with Rodney to his baby mama house to see his kids, and after that, we end up at the strip club. We all chilling, getting beers and stuff, and out of nowhere, when we go to the back to get a cigarette, out of nowhere, Rodney finds him a stripper. And shout out to our official Ryan the Juice. See you next time, man. I love you, bro. Watch that man videos. If you need like
Most
pictures
deaf.
or a music video, follow Ryan the Juice. He'll do it for you. But anyways, out of nowhere, I don't even know. I still to this day do not know where he found a stripper in the way back, but he found one, and in front of everybody, he's no lie. He said, "Have you ever had somebody sniff salt off your body before?"
You sound like Rodney. Hey, everybody too. That Rodney we come on, he got a hearing aid. So, you know, he funny as hell, and that's how he talk.
Really, hey. If you're trying to spice up your girl life, trying to spice up your love life with your girl, this is what you do. You get you some paprika and that cayenne pepper. Sprinkle it right there on the booty hole, right there on the fart box, in the middle of the fart box, right there.
Crazy shit.
And lick it right off. You lick it right off.
I took his ass to the stove.
You can stick it right after that, but you lick it first.
I took Rodney to the stove, man. He was drunk. You feel me? Mm-hmm. He went in the store. We parked in the front. He took 10 minutes up in there. You feel me? He came out. He walked right past me. and that's all I hear him say, "Oh, shit, I'm looking for my motherfucking partner." And I'm like, Rodney. You know, I'm yelling. Rodney. Nigga, no, you going to the wrong car, bro. What you doing? You know, it's like, it's 11 o'clock at night. You feel what I'm saying? Damn near midnight.
Still going to the wrong
you feel
car,
me? And
huh?
I'm like, what the fuck? I had to stand out the car, and everybody looking at me now, like, wondering what the fuck going on. You feel me? Everybody's out there because it got busy at the time at the store. I had to stand up and like, Rodney, bro, get your ass in the car. And oh shit, I lost you for a minute, nigga.
That's it. Oh shit, I lost you for a minute, nigga.
Yeah.
My bad.
He hit me one of those, and I had to tell everybody was looking like, what the fuck going on? I said, he got a hearing aid. You know, he can't hear me. You feel me? He drunk. And everybody at the store said, what the fuck? It started about to be like 6 people out there just started laughing, no lie.
And that's the thing about Rodney, and this is why me and Rodney get along so well, because we like one and the same. Like, if you don't really know us, like just from the outside looking in, you're not really gonna really get us. You'd have to get like, you know, stay
especially
around
him,
us for
especially Rodney.
You'd have to give him like at least 5 minutes of your time. Like, all right, this is an interesting old looking nigga. Let me like see what this nigga story is. Give him 5 minutes. You gonna be laughing your ass off. You gonna be like, damn, that's Rodney. That's the homie.
You gotta be
that's
into that type of comedy though. Yeah, and I do know some people that Rodney was talking to, a nigga say like, hey man, I can't keep talking to this nigga, bro. But you know, for me, I be finding this shit funny. You feel what I'm saying? He be saying some funny shit.
Oh, my girl love when this nigga talk, cause man, the shit be funny. Matter of fact, it was time cause before doing comedy, I was on the F and Mad podcast. And shout outs to F and Mad podcast and DJ Punch and shit. Shout outs to my girl, I love you, boo. But it'd be times where we'd be recording in here and this nigga yelling in the background. I'll tell him about the fart box, nigga. Tell him how y'all ate that last night. Tell him how you ate the boy that last night.
Most deaf.
You know, and we'd be talking about some serious issues like
that
something we seen on the news on like how
serious.
Like some woman gave birth to her like 9th kid under like 10 minutes and shit, and this nigga, tell him how you ate the boy that while she was giving birth to, nigga. It's like, damn, Rodney, come on, man, we wasn't trying to go that way, but damn, all right, fuck it. But no, you know, you just gotta know just give him 5 minutes and understand him, and that's the same with me. Like, if I can get somebody's attention for 5 minutes, man, I'm gonna be having that person like glad that they got to know me. Real and quick. That's how it's always been.
Celebrity impersonation go. Let me hear it real quick. Give me your best one, or just 4 or 5.
Celebrity impersonation.
I got like 2 of myself. Funny, I ain't did them in a minute, but I got like 2 of myself.
Run one. Let me see. Let me see what you got.
I'm gonna hit one that I be doing. It's been a minute. My tonage might be out of place. Let me see if I can get it real quick. I'm gonna close my eyes real quick. You ain't got. Hold up. Ho! You are not ready. Unstoppable. Dynasty. Ho! I got that one real quick.
You did that.
I can't think of no somebody else. I gotta go through. I be really trying to grab people when they be singing, doing Trey songs and shit. When I be singing up on Instagram, you know, a little singing.
You know what? I could do one. This is a kind of a joke. So this really happened. I stood up in front of at a funeral, at a Trinidad funeral, because the homie dad died. So there was a lot of older heads that didn't know who I was. Like, I was the lightest motherfucker there. Like,
you can get away with that doing still up in the 20s though.
Oh my God.
In the islands, you get away with that.
I mean, you can, but it's like, if you fuck up, and it's going down. You know what I'm saying? Don't even show yourself at the repast. It's over. But yeah, I was sitting there talking, saying all my nice things and stuff. But right before I went up though, it was an old dude that hopped up, and I'll never forget this. Uncle Taylor hopped up and said, "Hey, what the fuck is these? We got a high yellow piece, motherfucker, that's up here. Don't even belong here. What the fuck?" A couple people grabbed me, like, "Hey, calm down. Like, he know, Unc. Like, you know, he been a part of the family." All right, but if the nigga pull out Hennessy, I'm gonna shoot this nigga.
This nigga is dumb.
Not at my brother's funeral. Fuck that. Fuck this nigga. I swear to God, I come get them.
I be doing the baskets sometimes up on the mic when I be up on when I be on the video game PS5. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody might get up and say something. I might just start saying shit. You feel? I might hit on them. You're like how you say, you know you done fucked up. Well, hold up, man. I'm about to mix up with, you know you done fucked up, right?
No, you done fucked up.
You know you done fucked up, right? See, you said 11 p.m. the first time. Now you said 12 p.m. You know, Right. I fucked up real quick. Hold on. Let me get into my Hispanic. Let me see which one I'm gonna do the colors. Hold up. I'm gonna go colors. Do I want to go colors?
Ooh, we gonna go colors.
Do I want to colors? I'll be on there doing it with the Mexicans when they be popular.
Hey, Holmes, I know you like the fool is D. Hey, he come with some funny ass jokes sometimes. And
Serio, fool?
Yeah, serio. He does it for the raza.
What my nigga say? It's the domestic violence. It's the domestic violence.
Fucking haha funny fool, man. He the Mr. Funny Man, man. He go, hey, serios, Charles? That fool
Charlie,
really get down.
fool.
Hey, real shit, that fool really
We're gonna
get
go
down,
to the
nigga.
pad right now, fool.
Hey, nigga, that shit, hey, that nigga can really get
And
down.
when we get in there to the crib, fool, you're gonna sit down, fool, and I'm gonna make tacos, fool, and they're gonna be fire, fool.
Fire, Holmes.
For real,
No,
nigga.
dog.
Oh, my bad. I can't say nigga like how they be saying it. I'm saying it like how I be saying it. But real quick, last 10 minutes. Let's get to some sports real quick. You feel what I'm saying?
You want to know what's the best football team in the world?
Who?
Green Bay. Fuck what anybody say.
I ain't even been tapping. Like, it's hard for me to go there with you up on football. You feel me? I ain't tapped into football since 2002.
Hey, no. And
Since I
I'm gonna
like
say
the
this.
Rams, no lie.
Number one fact. There's only one football team that has the fucking best fans besides Green Bay.
Who was that?
Fucking Raiders.
The Raiders, yeah.
Yeah, them motherfuckers die
everywhere,
hard as a motherfucker.
I ain't tapping into football, but I know at times the Raiders been sorry.
No, I'm serious. Them
times, you feel
motherfucking
me?
Raiders fans are like roaches. Like when one die of any kind of cause, there's gonna be
San
like
Francisco
five more
get
popping up out of
maybe
nowhere.
because we in Cali, but San Francisco be like that too. It be seem like you just see both of those. You know what I mean? But
You're about to see that a lot more in Vegas too. And all the homies, you know, Little Tweaker, fucking Sandman, fucking Father Time, fucking Maniac, Little Maniac. Oh fuck, you know when Little Maniac come out.
you did this. All the Hispanics is rooting for the goddamn Raiders.
Oh yeah, fucking Sweepy. Oh yeah, the home Sweepy.
Hey, they be out there fighting too though at the games like they fucking
motherfucker.
I be looking at that shit. I be like, wait, is the Raiders paying these niggas? Like what? Bro, these niggas got into a free fade for the Raiders, and somebody team really lost, and they gonna, you fucking suck, fool. Fuck San Francisco.
I went to one Raiders versus 49ers game, and fucking Kaepernick was there. This was like the year before Kaepernick left. Fucking after the Raiders won that game, we walking out, and fucking I felt bad for this one dude and his girl. Like his girl was pretty bad. It was both a 49ers outfit, and I tell you, like it was no Raiderettes. It was just all Raider motherfuckers, like just walking past all in this nigga's faces. They was getting by like, really that's why your shit. That's why we beat your ass.
They be really doing
all
bullshit
in
out
his
there
shit.
drunk.
Hey, no. And it was crazy because they was all faded. None of them had the Hispanic accent. None of them. They was talking like me. Like, that's why we beat your ass, you little bitch. That's why you suck. Get the fuck over there across the bridge, you little sorry motherfucker.
Yeah, they be going hard. They be going hard
ham.
at the games.
And dude was mad ready to fight, but he knew if he threw one punch, him and his girl was getting beat up. It was a sour situation, and I'm so glad that it wasn't me. I'm so glad it wasn't me, but my dumb ass, I was really there in Green Bay. I was there with my Green Bay sweater, my Green Bay shit on. Nobody said nothing to me because they know what kind of chance we is. I called the squad. We just stout everybody out.
I don't like them type of fans at the games though. I went to a Laker game before Kobe died. You know what I mean? Before he retired. Let's say that. Fuck before he died, because that's before he retired. Caught them at the I think they was playing the Jazz. You feel me? I was sitting fifth row, and there was this one dude that just kept just yelling. I mean, like just in my opinion, just obnoxious shit.
Right.
You feel me? And like it had nothing to do with the game. Just yelling, and like some people over there was laughing, but I had to tell my lady. I said, man, I couldn't be a real basketball fan trying to watch the game, hearing him talk not like no disrespect to the females, talk like a female or like a bitch. That's really what I said, because I feel like I'm gonna tell them, say, stand up and say, shut your bitch ass up and watch the goddamn game. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. He just yelling shit at Kobe. They can't even hear him. You know what I mean?
Oh no, sometimes you can. Sometimes you can hear him. Sometimes you can't hear them, but it's just like comedy.
On the bench, yes.
Hecklers.
On the bench, yes, because I done played in college games where at times I'd be up on the bench and I could hear them saying certain stuff. Maybe like I'm taking a ball out, I might hear a fan say something. But when you, like, at least as far as I know of all basketball players, when you're immersed in the game, you're not really listening to what
they saying. Yeah,
you just hear
what's on the court.
You know, your breathing, your heart rate, you know, A, B, C, D. You feel what I'm saying?
And just like I was saying, like, bro, that go hand in hand, just like comedy, bro. Like I have Mother's Day, I had a heckler, like, right when I went on stage, I had a drunk motherfucker talking, like,
did you rip their ass on stage? You roast them, rip their ass on stage?
My first joke was, you know how you tell somebody to shut the fuck up? They was like people just got quiet, and like I had a couple of chuckles right there and then. And everybody got quiet. I was like, man, you give them a Coke and a smile and let them, remind them where they at and tell them to shut the fuck up. And everybody uproar, just started laughing, dying laughing. I was like, all right, so now we can start the show. Let's go.
I seen a couple of comedians deal with that. D-Ray went ham on a stud. You should put it up on YouTube. She went ham on, bitch, fuck your bitch. You know what I mean? Like, he went ham, and I think I seen a couple of other ones, like, just go ham up on people, just. But me, myself, if I was a comedian, I'd hit him with some slick shit like Martin did up on Run Tell That. When he went to go drink, he said, hold on, let me drink some water real quick. And somebody said, hurry up, bruh. Or somebody said, hurry up. Martin was like, somebody need to stick something in this nigga mouth. My zipper's stuck. He hit him with something slick and smooth, you feel me? So that was something right there that I feel like I probably would have hit him. If somebody, like, you know, a female said that, like, man, hey, man, who bitch is that? No disrespect, you feel me? But, hey, she sound like she needs some dick to suck.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're back on with the show. No disrespect to you and your hoe. I might hit him with something like that.
And that's why I love being a comedian, because even if I'm having a bad day, it gives me more ammo to rip on somebody, or more fuel to just go in and, like, if somebody tried to rip or like stop what I'm doing, it gives me more energy to rip on somebody and just really tear that ass up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be waiting. I just, you know, I sit around and I look at people and I just secretly rip on people.
I be doing that shit
just to keep the mind flowing. Because as a comedian, when you want to be the best in your craft, you have to stay on your toes. You have to stay with some jokes. Because, man, I've been to a show, open mic before where it was all black people, and I'm talking about the whole room talking, and I still got to spit these 5 minutes. I still got to get off, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still doing my jokes. I'm not getting as many laughs or anything like I wanted, but I mean, I'm still getting it off. Really, and as a comedian, man, you got to have tough skin. You got to be ready for this shit. You got to be ready for somebody to say something, because as soon as they say something, bro, you got to have something for that ass right
when they say something, it's just a contest. Just you. Sit your old hog head ass down with the Rocky Mountain head ass. You know what I mean? Hey, for real.
When I get on,
they gonna want to fight me if I was up there, because I'm gonna start letting loose, because there be a lot of stuff that people that know me, really know me, when I see them. You said that you be looking at people, you be making jokes, they be looking at me and they be like, what is it, Ramon? And I be like, ain't nothing. You know what I mean? You know, because my ego is up there saying, wah, 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 wah. But then, you know, my other side is up there like, bro, come on, kill it with that right now. Right. You're not even, that, and it don't even make it, you know what I mean, that type of vibe right now. You know what I mean? Because everybody don't really vibe all the time with the jokes. You feel what I'm saying?
That's real shit. That's real shit.
It'd be funny though. Be funny. I definitely be doing that quite often, especially when I be reffing. When I be reffing, I'll go up and down the sideline sometimes. I be like, damn, I told Tim, like, bitch, shut up. God damn. I said, man, I need to come up with me just to, I'm about to work some entertainment value on here where I could get to be in my raw self on some comedy stuff with some basketball stuff, and I'm about to get on here and go ham. You're going to be able to hear me be my raw self with my thoughts up on certain things where it's going to be like, to me, it's going to be funny, because I would like to see, I don't think this would be done before, the idea that I'm talking about. Right. You feel what I'm saying? It's just got to be the right way that I got to set it up. You know what I mean? So it could get done properly with forms and ABCD, because I know some people would not like me making them type of jokes about whom, you know what I mean, whatever. You feel what I'm saying? I just want to protect myself. You get what I'm saying?
And the best way to do that is by changing names. Like because I just started writing. My first year, I didn't write nothing. Everything was just freestyle. And then finally this year, I just finally sat down, started looking at all my old shit and just picking jokes here and there and say, all right, I'm going to keep these, throw the rest away and shit, and just start writing shit down. And I have a cousin that calls and gives me like the info on a lot of my family, like their drug problems, what to make them do, insights and all that shit. And I sit there and after I talk to my cousin, I sit there and jot down shit so that way I can make myself a story. You know what I'm saying? Because being a comedian, you have, like I said, you have to have shit ready. But then you also, when you repeat jokes, like another reason why comedians repeat jokes, just to bring it around, is because the main reason why is because you never know when that whatever joke you got is going to hit and going to make that person be like that. Whoever, you'll never know. It could be like some type of somebody that got like what you looking for, and he'll be like, "Oh, that's funny. Let me sign this dude right now." Like right now, I got a joke about my family tree, and it's all people in the industry already. You know what I'm saying? But I just gotta hold it and save it, perfect it, and wait until the right time to just release it and just lay it down. You know what I'm saying? Just like I never told you this, but when I first met you like years ago, I thought you was Richard Sherman. Like you was sitting in the car and I just looked at your head and they had the dreads. I was like, who the fuck brought Richard Sherman back to the hood? Like this nigga supposed to be in Seattle or like goddamn San Francisco. So why the fuck the nigga back in Bellflower? Like the fuck is going on? And then I was like,
got his off real quick for the sit back.
And Cam was like, nah, that's Ramon. I was like, oh.
That's too bad.
Bro, okay. Yeah. All right. I ain't gonna say nothing. We just gonna chill.
Most def. It was a pleasure having you, D. We all know the time. Pleasure having you. We didn't really get to sports, but nevertheless, I felt like it was an interesting conversation.
I'll be back again. We can talk about sports, especially when the Lakers are doing better and shit. And then I could find like somebody that's really doing their thing in boxing, because like I'm not buying this shit that Gayweather is selling with some nigga that just like knocked out a retired NBA player. Like anybody could have done that. You know what I'm saying? Anybody could have done that. Man. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like that's not real boxing. It's not real fighting. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to my boy Chase out here. Hey, I have a homeboy with one arm, and this nigga is like benching more than a lot of niggas out here on the street, and he's training pro UFC fighters. He's training pro UFC fighters, boxers, all that shit. I follow this nigga all the time because he fucking amazes me. And I personally know this nigga. So it's like to watch this nigga grow up from like this skinny little punk to like this big time judo brick chopping fucking wood breaking right before they like cut down the woodwood forestry ass fucking crazy ass white boy that's like really fucking shit up. I'm proud of him. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of all my peoples out there doing their thing.
Most def.
All the thing. But shout out to all my peoples, like I said earlier. You can follow me anywhere and everywhere, especially if you go to Google or like on your iPhones. Those who got iPhones, go to search and put in Foolish D, spelled with a PH and an underscore in the middle, y'all. Yeah.
Most def. I appreciate D for coming. It was definitely an interesting conversation, especially
Thank you for having me.
I enjoy comedy. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely.
Shout out to Boom Life. Y'all tap in with them. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to Boom Life. Shout out to Innovative Culture. You feel what I'm saying? It's sponsored by Innovative Culture.
Shout out to my boy Tony Graham.
And we out, baby.
Yeah.
Innovative.